All right, all right. What else? What else are we going to get into? What else are we going to get into? Oh, I know. What everybody's been waiting for. LeBron versus Stephen A. Smith. For those of you who are unaware, I don't know how you could be unaware, LeBron and Stephen A. got a little bit of beef going on, man. It's a little bit of beef happening. So we're going to break down our thoughts about it and how it got to that point. So, let's kick this off. A while back, so all of this is centered around LeBron's son, LeBron James Jr., Bronny James, making it to the NBA. Some people don't believe he should be in the NBA right now. Some people believe he should have stayed in college to develop. Some people believe he doesn't deserve a slot. Whatever your opinion is whatever your opinion is. That being said, that has led to some criticism that could be taken a bit personal. I don't want to make too many accusations. Let's listen to some of the audio, and we'll give our thoughts and touch on it from there. So let's see how it kicks off. This is Stephen A. on First Take talking about Bronny James. Here we go.
I'm really trying to be as respectful as I possibly can be towards LeBron James. One of the top 2 or 3 players in the history of basketball, number 2 in my eyes. A treasure to the game of basketball that we should and will all miss when he is gone. I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this. Stop this. We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because of his dad. The first game of the season, opening night, the Griffeys in attendance, father-son duo playing in an NBA game for the first time, an absolutely positively wonderful story. And then reality sets in. We love what we're seeing from him in the G League because that's where you belong. As you hone your skills and you get better.
So Stephen A. made those statements live on First Take, basically saying he is pleading to LeBron as a father. I'm coming to you, father to father. You need to stop this. Before I give my thoughts on it, let's listen to a little more audio. Here is okay. So from there, LeBron heard that audio, and I believe it was a Lakers and Knicks game Stephen A. was at. LeBron, I believe it was a timeout in the third quarter, went up to Stephen A. and basically pressed him, saying, "Hey, yo, keep my son out of this shit," right? For lack of a better term. Right? Stephen A. heard that, initially was remorseful about it on First Take. Seeing clips of LeBron and Richard Jefferson laughing and talking about it. And Stephen A. just, I didn't know it was this. Yeah, and then got into Stephen A. mode. So here is LeBron's official media response on the Pat McAfee show, also on ESPN. Here's what LeBron had to say about Stephen A.
Yep. Which leads obviously to you and Stephen A. Hey, legit, that feels like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're watching it. Yeah. We're also. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're seeing it as well.
He literally. It started off with, I didn't want to address it.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it. But since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
Yeah, on fire. You would be not to talk about it.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you could address it, it's your ass. Like, seriously, it's, and like another, he completely like missed the whole point. The whole point. Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job to criticize or to, be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. And I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about it again. Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair in his tighty whities on the couch.
I hope at some point you two do get a chance. But you're right.
Dude, relax, bro. Relax. Seriously.
So this is LeBron. I'm sorry, I just thought the tidy whities part was funny. But this is LeBron responding to Stephen A, basically saying he's pleading to him as a father. LeBron just, didn't like the whole diatribe, the whole I'm coming to you as a father, because that's not basketball related. That's a bit personal, right? So before we get more and more in depth, let's listen to what Stephen A had to say on his podcast after the Pat McAfee sit down. Here we go.
But don't the truth matter? Because there's one person in this ordeal that's telling the truth, and it's me. I don't lie to y'all. His ass lies a lot. And there's a lot of shady stuff that he does. And one of the things is his passive aggressiveness and the two-facedness and smile in your face and dig you behind the back. I happen to know that about him, which is why I don't like him. And he don't like me. But it doesn't stop me from being fair and calling it like I see it. We ain't exchanging Christmas gifts. We ain't having Thanksgiving dinner together. What you bring your son up in there for? What you bring your family up in there before? You gonna go on Pat McAfee show, talk about you gonna protect your house. What you talking about? Your son ain't at the house. He's at Crypto.com Arena. We ain't covering him in Brentwood. We covering him in downtown LA at the Crypto.com Arena, where you put him.
So obviously, Stephen A still feels he has done nothing wrong. He doesn't understand why LeBron is bringing his, why you say you got to protect your household or bring your son. You the one got your son into the league. This is all part of the league. This is why I don't agree with Stephen A. If you were critiquing Bronny's game, even if you just said, yo, you could just benefit from being in the G League more. We don't need to see you on this big stage. You're killing in the G League. Keep doing that. You can understand the criticism a bit more. Stephen A got on his nationally syndicated, nationally broadcast platform. Millions of people. He tells you how he's been number one for X amount of years. Congratulations to him. Big, matter of fact, no, clap it up for Stephen A. Big $100 million deal. From ESPN, what did he sign up? 5 year, $100 million. Clap it up, Stephen A. Yeah, because that's a big deal, black man. What you accomplished is a big deal. So yeah, we salute that. We give an applause, but that is separate from critique of basketball. If you were to say, hey, Bronny's only averaging this much, his shooting percentage is this much, he needs to work on defensive schemes, his lateral movement isn't this, his conditioning could be up to par here, I'm not seeing him attack passing lanes like this, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All valid basketball critiques, right? We can agree, right? The second you say, I'm pleading to you as a father, you take it out of the realm of basketball. What the hell does my parenting have to do with his basketball ability? You are paid to critique basketball. Please critique basketball. Not that hard, right? You can see why someone, I don't know if who's listening to this has children. I don't know how many black men who listen to this have children in this scenario, have sons. I don't know how many of you would be okay with somebody who has no knowledge of who you are as a father, how your household is ran, what you and your wife do to raise your children, how anybody could give a critique and say, I'm coming to you, father, as a father. You talking to me like it's some kind of damn intervention. Man, we got to stop this. This is looking bad. No, because you came out a short time later after he had his best game, albeit in garbage time against the Bucks, but he showed how some of his skills can translate to an NBA game. He got on First Take the next day and said, LeBron, I might have been wrong. It's not about you might have been wrong. I know you were wrong. The fact that you questioned my parenting is the whole problem, which is why when Bron went on Pat McAfee, he still don't get the point. Stephen A. is saying his real beef with me is because Jordan is my number one, and I'll never say he would. Do you know how many people Bron has told Bron he's not the greatest player of all time? Okay. Even if LeBron James feels he's the greatest player of all time, okay, that's not stopping somebody from it's causing somebody to have a beef with you. No, you got on your platform that goes out to millions of people and question my fathering. One thing that you know about it, you don't even have to study LeBron James because he talks about it so much. You ask him anything, what he values most in life. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what it is? Drum roll, please. His family. Always talks about his family. Always talks about giving his kids the life that he never had. Talks about how much he loves and adores his wife. James gang, you can see it on all three of those kids' faces. They love their father. That is the thing that is most precious to that man in his life. So for you to get on your national program that goes out to millions, pull up from 30, that goes out to millions of people, for you to say, I'm coming to you as a father, as if you think I'm doing something wrong as a father, is asinine, to use a Stephen A. Smith word. It's ridiculous. It really, truly is. Black man, don't get on your big platform and question my fathering. Question my parenting. You see what I'm doing. So much so that you apologize for the ridiculous take a little while later. Now, you can debate on, hey, you should be in the G League. I heard other people say that. Oh, he just need to be in the G League. I'm going to say this. We rarely see people in this hybrid scenario because it's never fought for. It's not about how you get to it's not about the end goal. It's about how you get there. So if he would have got there staying in college for 2-3 years and then coming out, or staying in the G League for 2-3 years, or doing this hybrid, hey, I get to see what NBA time is like. Hey, I get to see what G League time is like. We don't know what benefits that's going to have for him. Obviously, it's something positive because he's getting better and better, right? And yes, it might take a couple years before he's a true NBA talent, but usually it takes guys about 3 years. 3-4 years before we start seeing who they really are. Do we want to go look up James Harden's averages his first season. Go look up Paul George's averages his first season. Guys take time to develop, and I'm not comparing Bronny James to Paul George and James Harden or whatever. I'm not sure what his ceiling is right now. He's so raw. I know he can be a good defender and he can shoot the hell out of the rock. I heard the Gary Payton II conversations. He's a better shooter than him. I heard some people say maybe his ceiling is Drew Holiday. I don't know. I think he can be a starting point guard in 3 years and go from there. And if the path of a hybrid solution in the G League and the NBA gets that done, so be it. Do you know how much I have done for this league? How much I have done for careers? People have whole careers off of LeBron James, Brian Windhorst, Skip Bayless, Dan LeBatard, and what they started in Miami when the Heatles were formed. The economy of LeBron James. You disrespect him, you're going to say, oh, man, well, your son don't need to be here. He getting X, Y, and Z. I don't hear any other second-round picks that y'all talking about like that. I just don't. So I think all LeBron is asking is like, yo, keep it basketball. Doesn't have to be personal. You going on this, oh, you don't like me because it's, you not my, you sneaky behind the scenes or you be lying. Stephen A. been doing this for a long time. I'm sure he has skeletons in his closet about stuff behind the scenes. If we want to ask Max Kellerman, I'm sure we can dig it up. Like, what are we talking about? Keep it basketball. That's the problem. Keep it basketball. Because that's not basketball. That's personal. Right?